Coach, we've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time. And it's 3rd and 4. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Martinez now from the gun on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game. All right, there's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines until we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They ended up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 21 carries for an even 100 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming. 6 guys. Ready.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A first down carry for Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end right. Tight end right.
On second down, here's Smith. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. To throw is Martinez. On third down, they'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette fighting him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Back to throw. Martinez. And that is incomplete. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go,
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch, this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here we go. 180. I got it. Watch safety quick. Watch safety quick. Safety's quick.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the 50, it's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Goff now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. March 47. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Martinez. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
M20. Watch the run, watch the run.
Gurley again here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Goff. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And
old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Martinez. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. Carson Wentz has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as the white stuff continues to fall. And for the call of the second half, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Second and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Martinez operating from the gun. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Set, go. Ready.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Martinez. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Martinez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. Martinez on 3rd and 2. Man open, Rice. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Martinez now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Martinez. The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And this one is right through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3s already put through the posts.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Martinez. To throw on second down. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Martinez. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now Martinez operating from the gun. That's complete to Smith. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given him a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And what they do know is they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they've locked up the NFC West. You'd love those top 2 slots, obviously, but 3 and 4, historically, really not that bad of a place to be.
No, because you're hosting. All right, you're at home, and you guarantee yourself that by winning your division in the first round for sure. And the other part I look at is, you and I were just talking about the NFC West. That's a tough division to win.
Yeah, typically tough year in, year out, whether you're looking in recent memory or way back in memory. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go, go, go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Goff now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Martinez. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Martinez throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Chicago. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, they run with Gurley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing on third, Goff. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Martinez now throwing to start the drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Martinez. Going to throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Martinez. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. No.
On the draw, this is Smith. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to the ground with Smith. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Martinez looking to throw on 2nd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And he's going to go down again.
We call that sack block.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Goff going to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw.
That's a nice job right there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Martinez throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their...
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They're all through now in that game in Tampa. And that one belonging to the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, 2 touchdown passes in the W. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He gets it to Cooks. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Gone. And that is incomplete. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expect?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. And it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see him able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. This is Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Martinez now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive and just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw is Martinez, operating from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snap.